In this video, we're going to talk about what to do if you're arrested in South Bend, Indiana. About me, my name's Nathan Vining. I'm a criminal defense attorney in Indiana, and I handle cases in South Bend and can walk you through what to do if you're arrested in South Bend. So the first thing is to stay calm and remain silent. A lot of times somebody may have an interaction with the officer and make some adverse admissions that ultimately hurt them when it comes to defending them in court. A lot of times too, somebody may be being investigated and they decide to show up to an interview without an attorney. Ultimately, you want to invoke your Fifth Amendment rights. You want to remain silent until you have the advice of an attorney and know how to handle things from a strategic standpoint. The second thing you're going to want to do is assert your right to counsel. If you're being investigated and being questioned by a police officer, you're going to want to assert your right to an attorney. You're not going to want to answer any questions until you've had some legal advice and have your attorney present. So ask for an attorney immediately. The third thing you're going to want to do is avoid talking about your case. You don't want to make a post about it on social media. And another big thing is you're not going to want to talk about your case on jail calls. If you've been arrested and you're in overnight, you don't want to go and call somebody and talk about it on the jail phones. Sometimes as an attorney, you get these things discovered to you and you ultimately have somebody that made some bad admissions on a jail phone call that hurt their case. So avoid talking about your case if you've been arrested in South Bend. And then next, it's important to address bail and bond quickly. You could go to mycase.in.gov here in Indiana, and you could go and see if there's an active warrant for your arrest, as well as if there's any details of what bond, if there is any. And ultimately, you're going to want to handle that quickly so you can post bond, get back out, and then handle the case from the outside rather than getting stuck in custody. And if it's too high of a bond, you could also move to reduce bond here in Indiana. So you're going to need an attorney. You can file the motion for bond reduction and argue as to why the amount's unreasonable. The last thing you should do is document and mitigate. You want to document things about your case. Your attorney wasn't there, so they don't know your story. So you're going to ultimately want to make sure that they know why you were pulled over, if there were searches, why there were searches, what happened, ultimately what officers said during the investigation. And then also you're going to want to think about what you can be doing to ultimately impact the final outcome. So if it's a DUI, you may want to do a substance abuse assessment. If it's a battery, you may want to do anger management, things like that. You can actually take proactive steps to help increase your odds of getting a better outcome in the end. So it's important to hire somebody with experience in the area, somebody who knows the court system, the prosecutors, knows how to negotiate in those areas, what good deals look like and what bad deals look like, so they can navigate the system successfully for you. So if you have questions, give me a call. You can call or text me. I'd be happy to review your case if you have a case in South Bend. Again, Nathan Vining. I practice throughout the state, but some of that is in South Bend.